All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Demon Slayer, Season 1, Episode 18.
Okay.
All right, we had ourselves a terrifying
Crypt crawly thing, yeah. But Zenitsu thankfully brought down the judgment of lightning and Zeus and death.
His Zeus powers, just activated.
Yep.
And it was quite a sight to see.
Oh, definitely. But in other news,
Inosuke and Manjiro, yes,
and Inosuke,
and
yes,
Kobajiro, right. They are fighting
Daddy,
the patriarch of this family.
And there's two of them because daughter came along too, and their swords don't seem to be very effective at cutting him.
Yes. He has the head of a spider as well. But
at least he doesn't move like a spider.
That is true, for my sake.
But right now, until he transforms.
But my joke just completely flowed. But I was going to say a single bite from, Arachnicus papicus.
Yes.
Will instantly, do its dirty work.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. So we are going to get into that here. Reinforcements are still on the way.
Right.
So
and we're saving the real threat for last, because that's the only one that is not currently engaged in a fight.
Right.
Good old Rui-chan.
Rui, yes.
Yeah.
But this could be a big moment for also us learning a little bit more about how the family works, because we're getting at what should be stereotypically the strongest kind of head of the whole thing.
And the idea that demons don't normally work together. So maybe we'll find out why.
Yeah. But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. All right, everyone, be sure to go check out the reaction portion of the video in the description below, and then come back here for the discussion. All right, we got ourselves.
Manjiro is screwed.
We got ourselves. I say Papa Jiro. You have to
Super
add
Jiro.
Yeah, right, exactly. We got ourselves a really just good, funny episode, but also built up, kind of like a little bit more of the conflict here. So Gyu and Shinobu showed up, and they each saved respectively.
And Zenitsu,
yeah, exactly. So Shinobu's probably going to have some way to mitigate and or completely eradicate the poison, the venom. But I like that that's how it needed to happen in order for Zenitsu to be, to be okay.
Yeah.
So that's done. She is awesome in terms of the presentation of being a butterfly, but also I would say having that almost
mysterious ethereal quality.
Ethereal. That's exactly the word that I was going to say. Wow. This ethereal aspect to her where it's she's almost otherworldly. And
which is very fitting for the voice and also the name.
Yes.
And then with Gyu, why not? There's some super crazy, so Inosuke in this episode kind of was used as the sort of Worf situation where you have the person that's badass and blustering and stuff, and then they just completely get taken out by the enemy, also that the enemy can be beaten by someone else, and and it builds it up, right?
But he didn't get Worfed. He actually did a decent job.
Yeah, he was doing great, but the idea of when he's like, all right, come on, let's do this, and then just
you feel so bad for him because he just had his moment where he's like, what? Why am I? No.
Yeah.
Did Kentaro infect me with his germs? Oh my god. I use my head? You were plotting that to make me try and use my head. Man. Then we got the biggest plot twist of all. His mother abandoned him as a kid. As a freaking baby.
Well, I'm not sure if she abandoned. Well, yes, but was it for her own sake, or was it so that he could somehow survive or something? Or
It doesn't necessarily matter yet. We'll find out eventually. But the fact that he remembers that, but he doesn't know even who that was.
Right.
That's depressing.
Yeah.
So he was essentially like,
he might have been actually raised by wild boars.
He might have been actually raised by wild boars. Like, he might have been raised by wild animals. And it's just like, his beast sense thing is just, I was a child of the wild. Yeah.
There you go.
Call me Mowgli, basically.
Right.
You know?
Uh-huh.
My story is called the, Demon Jungle Book, like.
But, like, okay. Yeah.
But that's just.
And to have that all like serious tragic backstory and everything and all that stuff of, all right, it's my time, and then nope. Just
sorry.
Man,
Inosuke, you're gonna have to learn from Kentaro how to deal with demons when they enter their final forms.
That's right.
Because what is the special rank that Shinobu and
I forget
of
no.
Yes, something like
Hashira?
that.
Or no, I think they're the step below that.
No, I think that's it.
Are they?
Because I think they said that they're sending in reinforcements of a specific rank. And then they used that rank to describe the master of Zenitsu.
Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
I think that's what it was. Hashira.
Okay.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah. But
oh my god. Just wow. Wow. The random encounter because the tree being swung by the father to hit Tanjiro. It's actually
probably
weird.
Actually use his real
Start
name.
using his real name so
It
people don't get upset with us. But I kind of want to channel my own Inosuke stupidity.
Same here. Oh man.
Because there's so many names I can come up with him. Chundaro, you could just accidentally call him the Sparrow's name.
Sure, yeah.
And then, Zenitsu would be all suspicious, be like, wait, what's going on between you and Inosuke? You can tell me!
Oh, man.
Ching, ching! I don't give about this guy.
so the tree being cut down actually being effective as a means of mitigating, the advance of Daddy-O, but then
he eventually, squares up, picks it up,
and
swings,
now
hits
he's
Tanjiro.
Got reach.
Well, not only that,
there you go.
He basically, sent Tanjiro flying, and it was a kind of a classic kind of Neferpito kind of thing of I can't do anything until I fall. And
I was straight up thinking of
keep fighting, Yeah. And then when he lands, there's something important though that I think might need to be considered here. Tanjiro effectively chose the sister of a demon rather than actually going back to save Inosuke.
Oh.
Do you see kind of the thing that they're bringing up here? Is that he's like, Inosuke, you'll have to just wait.
Yeah, I'll get back as soon as I can.
Right. He changed his mind because he saw someone essentially being abusive with their power. And it was specifically towards a younger sister.
Right.
Or just a sister. We don't know age necessarily. They're demons.
Yeah.
But there's a family thing that they're going to be getting at here.
Right.
And I'm really excited for it because the idea that the ego and or feelings, I would say, probably more so the feelings of Rui were hurt.
Yeah.
By the words that Tanjiro said. The idea that the bond between them is fake. It's not real. Saying it's forged, I think, sometimes has some positive connotations to it, but so let's take it as what he's meaning is that it's not real.
A forgery.
A forgery, exactly. Yeah. So he gets so upset with that. He stops everything he's doing, lets out his frustrations on the stupid demon slayer that showed up. Just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Kill you instantly. Reveals that, yes, he's definitely the member of the 12 Kizuki.
Right.
Because he's so strong to be able to just casually do that. And now it's tentacle power battle versus our boy.
But here's the problem.
Right.
So, everything else aside of reach and attack, and number of attacks, action economy, all that stuff, the idea that when you go to block something and your block stick gets broken, like it was nothing, that's a problem. that is a really problem, especially when it's your demon killing sword that is forged from the special nitrine steel and all that stuff. And granted, we had seen that happen with Inosuke earlier, so but the idea that just this little thread, you're like, okay, I'm gonna block it. Suddenly, shoot, nope, oh, my weapon's gone. It's coming straight for my face. Yeah.
Well, lovely. One of the things I think this is setting up more so than anything is that both Tanjiro and Inosuke will end up getting new swords. They'll end up reforging new swords, basically. And that'll be a kind of a big portion of things, kind of like how it was in the beginning of the show when it was a big deal about, like what color of sword will you get and stuff. I think it's just going to be a big deal that he'll get another opportunity, basically, to reforge into a red sword.
Right.
So, with this instance here, though, there needs to be some kind of something beyond the actual sword fighting, like demon blood art power manipulation fight. It needs to be something maybe about family, or even at the very least, the thing I was predicting that was going to happen. I don't know if that got put into the reaction bit there because it was in between the reaction and the discussion, but that Nezuko is here. Yeah. Nezuko is his sister. Nezuko is a demon. There's a possibility that Nezuko is going to get roped into this. In fact, it's almost definitely certain that she's going to get... it's almost definitely the case that she's going to get involved in some way. Yeah. The problem is that while Tanjiro is screwed, like in this kind of immediate sense there, Nezuko can potentially protect him for a little bit of time, but theoretically, I can't.
Well, okay, so in here, Rui is a little bit pissed. You could say, a little bit upset with Tanjiro, right? And Rui finds out that Tanjiro has a demon sister that he cares very much about. Well, let's just say I don't think it'll go here, but Rui would have motivation to take it there. If you have ever seen Bacano and what can be done when you have an immortal person, right? We've seen with demons that demons, they can't kill each other, right? Unless they're Muzan. So what could he do with his ability to just flay people into cubed pieces of meat? Like, yeah. So now I don't think it's actually going to go there, but because I think that somehow Tanjiro will be able to stop him or something, or something's going to happen. Because I don't think it'll go that dark, but that will be what the stakes are, I think.
Yes. That makes sense. Yep.
And that's an issue. That's an issue.
That is quite a problem.
Yeah.
Basically, we're headed to that point, though, where even if Tanjiro isn't able to stop Rui, there's a very real possibility that we're setting up kind of a potential future threat by having Gyu and Shinobu show up and then have them essentially, get rid of Rui and save Tanjiro here. Yep. That's something that's always possible. Now, because everything's happening concurrently, and usually in an actual fight, the time is happening rather quickly, even though there's a lot of talking and stuff.
And I'm sure Gyu and Shinobu are incredibly fast.
Yes, but I still think there's going to be a lot of this playing out before they actually show up. Yeah. And depending on also how far away Tanjiro was whacked, we don't know, if they got closer or way farther away when they went to go help Inosuke.
And they won't necessarily think that Tanjiro's in danger either. That's the other issue. Now granted, all the other demons at this point have been dealt with, right? So, other than the sister and Rui, there is
the mother and the other two, they're done.
Exactly. Unless they wanted to just make sure they stomped all the little spiders, why did they have to still be around?
No, the sister, there wasn't 6, there were 5. So it's the sister and Rui, they're together. But the father, the mother, and the other guy. Yeah, right. Yeah. Grandpa looking...
The creepy, crawly, The
grossest one, basically.
The grossest one, yes. but this can be a great way for Tanjiro and Nezuko's bond to be given front center stage, and focus and things like that, because that is what's at stake, both literally and then also from the standpoint that is where he that's what he said to Rui, that Rui took such an exception to.
A formula thing that we've started to notice, a while ago, but this is kind of like the episode, I would say, before you would kind of get to that point, is that the demons get a little bit of internal character focus when they're basically towards the end of things.
Gotcha. Before they lose.
And I would say that we're almost at that point. And I would say for Rui specifically, there's got to be some reason as to why he alone is a member of the 12 Kizuki.
And the rest of them aren't.
The rest of them aren't, but he considers them family.
Right. And the dad with the, don't touch my family, and yet he was the one that was like, crushing the head of the mom. So, So in some ways, what I would love to see from Rui is that he is literally Tanjiro. Everything about him is Tanjiro. What is Tanjiro most simply? A good boy that wants to protect his sister. Right. And now, someone who specifically had external circumstances outside of his control that are extreme to the utmost.
Right. If you think about what's happening to them right now, we don't know why they were getting attacked by the Demon Slayers.
Sure.
We saw them initiate no aggression other than we know that, okay, we're here to go do a kill mission here.
Right.
Doesn't that seem a little like, well, they're demons, they're monsters. And it's like, I think maybe that's the point of the show they try to bring up, is that it's, well, yeah, but they still were people.
Right.
And if there is a, potential way that they could be saved, I actually am really wondering at some point in the show, will there be a time when they start to make progress with things with Nezuko and Tamayo's concoction that she's thinking up in order to, free her, if they encounter a demon who's like, wait, there's a possibility,
right?
And then one of the other ones is like, don't even go there.
Well, and that's one of the
we've been doing this for hundreds of years. There's no way,
right,
that like there's any way we could,
it's all a trick.
It's all a trick, yeah.
But that is one of the interesting things with Muzan being the only source of demon production. That theoretically you could get something where they are kind of winning over demons to their side faster than Muzan can create them. Not that I think
for the Demon Slayers.
Yeah, for the Demon Slayers.
That's a very unique
that would be
thing. But,
that would be a very unique thing. I don't think we're necessarily anywhere close to that because and because Nezuko, right? Nezuko's the poster child of it, right? Once she gets fixed, which probably won't be till like the end of the story,
show.
right?
Yeah.
That's when that might be able to happen.
But this idea that we had a situation that was a family like abusive kind of dispute thing here. Tanjiro bumps into it and says, no, I'm getting involved. That's the kind of person he is. Rui isn't necessarily like aggressive towards him immediately. It was more like, back off, this isn't your problem. Right. And this is kind of dark, but none of those wounds are permanent on her, on the sister.
Yes.
So in some ways they're probably kind of used to this, and this is part of their dark kind of way of kind of dealing with things, is that they just fight. And when they'd fight, it's like, there's no consequences to it.
Right, other than mentally, maybe.
Exactly. But the whole idea of what even would be trust or something like that.
Sure.
Maybe that is something where Tanjiro doesn't fully understand what's going on.
Well, one of the things that I'm really interested to see how they have it play out is with not Rui, but the sister. Because with Rui, I'm like, okay, they're going to do something with Rui. They're going to give Rui focus, whatever, because, Rui and Tanjiro are fighting, or what? The fight's basically over. But there's going to be some talking amongst the two of them, right? But I'm guessing there's going to come some point where Nezuko gets revealed, right? And then I'm curious to see how the sister responds. Because then there's this... Because one of the biggest things that, like, whenever you deal with abusive relationships, right? There's always the question of, why do the abused stay, right? And and it's very complicated, very messy, but if the sister ends up seeing Nezuko and that Nezuko is being taken care of, even though she's muzzled and kept in a box, maybe that could be something where then she starts to hope, I don't have to stay here. And that's where I feel like it can get a lot more interesting. And that's where potentially the dynamic could shift, because Tanjiro versus Rui, Tanjiro gets owned, right? No doubt about it. But what if it was something where Tanjiro, Nezuko, and the sister teamed up against Rui?
Yeah, I don't think so. No? I don't think so. I think this is going to be a thing of where we have crucial information lacking regarding why they're even doing this.
That is true.
Like, she might be just crying because it's painful. But the actual reason as to why he's doing it might not even be like something like we fully can understand without omnipresent, omniscient perspective backstory kind of thing.
Yeah, and maybe once he's essentially defeated Tanjiro, then he'll go on a bit of a monologue and we'll be able to see that,
Right.
Because I feel like at this point, because of how much his pride has been hurt, Rui, it's not enough to just defeat Tanjiro. He needs to
make an example of this for not only just Tanjiro, but future demon hunters
and for his sister,
demon slayers,
but also for his sister and for himself, so that he can know that those words were empty and hollow. I'm better than him, kind of a thing. Not just I was able to kill him.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's a good way to build up the next episode.
That end was that was just perfect. Because I feel like with Tanjiro lately, it's gotten to the point where it's like, because he's so competent, in a lot of cases. And and he's a good kid, right? He's a really good kid. But seeing that look of just, I'm going to block. And then, hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, it's also probably another reason as to why it's obviously just anime powers that it's way too strong.
Yeah.
But you don't block like that. You block with the flat of the blade. You parry with the flat. You don't.
But when have they
You don't slice into the slicing thing.
Right.
Yeah, your blades are
nicks the edge. Yeah.
Well, not only it nicks the edge, it's just the way your blade will break. It has to be that way.
Right. But
anyway, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there. And all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, storytelling and what have you, like Jacob's sci-fi novel that he wrote.
Yes, that's right. I wrote a sci-fi novel. It's called Battle Lines. It's really cool. And it does go into bonds and all of that. So if you're interested, link in the description to Amazon where you can purchase it. Go check it out.
All right, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.